Very good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's English session. Children, we have not met for quite some time. So I thought of having a small chit-chat session with you. Yes, excited about it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my friend Shivani. Now, children, because it's just a chit chat, you may relax yourself, listen about Shivani, and enjoy. Okay? So, there's a friend of mine. Her name is Shivani. Shivani is my friend. Shivani studies in class 3. Shivani is very intelligent. Shivani won the quiz competition last year. Shivani is also good at sports. Shivani is very cooperative. Shivani helps her mother in the kitchen. So, how was it? I'm sure you would be impressed by Shivani. She, being good at sports, in studies, and because of her nice nature. But tell me one thing very frankly. Did you actually enjoy listening about Shivani? No, definitely not. Right? It was more like Shivani, Shivani, Shivani going all around. Too much of Shivani and a lot of repetition of the noun Shivani. So, we need some word that should avoid the repetition of noun. Such words that can be used in place of nouns are missing in this paragraph. And this missing thing that made the paragraph sound boring to listen to is what is known as pronouns. So children, that brings us to the topic of today's session, that is pronouns. Today we will learn about pronouns. So children, after reading that paragraph about Shivani, I'm sure you would have realized how important pronouns are, or why pronouns are important. You know, without pronouns, you won't be able to speak to anybody in a nice way. And we don't want our conversations to be boring. So, we will learn about pronouns. As to what are pronouns, when to use them, and which pronouns are used at what place. And you know, once we understand the correct usage of pronouns, our conversations will no longer be boring to the one who is listening to us. So children, let's come back to the paragraph we started with. Let's count how many times have we used the word Shivani. 1 Shivani, 2 Shivani, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. Yes, now we actually realized how many times did we repeat this noun. The noun Shivani. So the lesson we have learned from here is that we shouldn't repeatedly use nouns in a sentence. Instead, we should make use of pronouns. So, now have you got an idea? What are pronouns? What do you think? What pronouns are? Let me tell you. Pronouns are those words that are used in place of nouns to make the conversation user-friendly. Or here, you may say listener-friendly. So these important category of words without which we just cannot speak are known as pronouns. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. As I told, pronouns are the words that take the place of nouns. And why do we need to use them? We often use them to avoid repeating the nouns that they refer to. So children, in the description about Shivani, the only problem was that the usage of these nouns was so repetitive that we couldn't actually concentrate on the content as to what is being told about Shivani. So the excessive usage of nouns would cause the failure of the entire content. And we don't want our conversations to fail. So what are we going to do? Yes, we will make use of pronouns. Right, children? Pronouns. Pro means in place of nouns. So the word itself has its meaning hidden in it. Pronouns, as I told, words used in place of nouns. And you know, when I use the pronouns in this paragraph, I'm sure you would feel that you're already familiar with them and you have been using them. So in case I make use of pronouns in this paragraph, the paragraph would sound as: Shivani is my friend. She studies in class 3. She's very intelligent. She won the quiz competition last year. She's also good at sports. She's very cooperative and she helps her mother in the kitchen. Now children, now that we have used pronouns, this starts to make more sense and you'll actually focus on what is being conveyed about Shivani, as the same noun is not going to distract you again and again. Right? Now we are using pronouns where they should be used and nouns where they have to be used. And that helps to make our language balanced and good to listen to. And whatever we wish to convey becomes crystal clear. Now that you have understood the importance of pronouns and what pronouns are, let's have a look at examples of pronouns. So, as I told, pro means in place of. Nouns. So, pronouns are the words that are used in place of nouns. The few examples of pronouns that we can see in this picture are we, I, you, he, she, it. So these are certain examples of pronouns. Now children, I'll explain you which pronoun is to be used where. We'll go one by one. So first pronoun that we'll learn about is I. Yes, I is a very common word. We all have been using this word. I is the speaker. I means the one who is speaking. We use the pronoun I. For example, this boy might say, I am a boy. Or in case I have to use this pronoun, I would say, I am a teacher. I am teaching in the class. I am teaching pronouns. So I is used to refer to the person who is speaking, or you can say the speaker of the sentence. Right, children? Let's move on to the next one. We. Yes, again we have been using this pronoun. We is used, the pronoun we is used when we are talking of course, the speaker and others, including the speaker, including I. So like, for example, we are friends. We are laughing. Right, children? When the speaker is more than one, in that case, we use the pronoun we. Next one is you. Yes, the pronoun you is used to refer to the one who is listening to us, to whom we are speaking. Like, if I would have to say, I'll say, you are a student. You are learning pronouns. Right, children? Let's move on to the next one. He. He is a pronoun that is used to refer to the person about whom we are talking. If that person happens to be a boy or of the masculine gender, we use the pronoun he. And if the person happens to be a girl or of the feminine gender, we would use the pronoun she, the way we used it for Shivani. So, he and she are used to refer to a masculine gender or a feminine gender about whom we are talking. Next one, they. Next pronoun is they. Yes, when we are referring to more than one person, when we are talking about more than one person who are not the speakers or the listeners, these are the people about whom we are talking. So we would use the pronoun they. For example, they are laughing. Next is it. It is a pronoun which is used to refer to objects like it is a chair. It is an apple. So, again, it is used to refer to things or objects we are talking about. Right, children? I, the speaker. If the speaker is more than one, we use the pronoun we. You is used to refer to the person to whom we are talking. If the person is singular, in that case we use the pronoun you. And if they happen to be plural, in that case also we use the pronoun you. Like you are standing in a queue. She is used to refer to a pronoun to a person about whom we are talking. If the person is of a feminine gender, he is used to refer to the person who is being talked about if he happens to be of a masculine gender. They for more than one person, and it is used to refer to an object. I hope it is clear to you. Now children, if you remember the way we did it, nouns. In the same way, the kinds of nouns we did, in the same way we'll do kinds of pronouns. And today we are going to learn about personal pronouns. Yes, we know a noun is a word that is a person, place or thing. And we have just learned that a pronoun can be used in place of a noun. A personal pronoun is used in place of a noun that is a person or a thing. For example, Emma loves chocolates. Now, Emma belongs to feminine gender, so we'll use the pronoun she. And chocolate being an object, we'll use the pronoun it for it. She could eat it all day. So she is used to refer to Emma, and it has been used in place of the word chocolate. I'm sure it is clear to you. Yes, again just to tell you, personal pronouns are used so that you don't have to repeat the same words in your writing. In grammatical sense, a personal pronoun is a pronoun that is related mainly to a particular person. And personal pronouns are not limited to people and can also refer to animals and objects. Yes, children, I just gave you a few examples of personal pronouns. Let's learn it. Personal pronouns consists of first person, second person and third person. As I told you, first person refers to self, that is the speaker. And what pronouns are used for the speaker? In case they are singular, I and me. Like I am a teacher. He gave a notebook to me. So, in case of singular first person personal pronouns, we use I and me. And in case speakers are more than one, we would use we or us. We are studying in the class. And the concept is clear to us. Yes, children? So, I, me, we and us are first person personal pronouns. Let's come to second person. Second person personal pronoun refers to the person or the thing speaking to. Like you are learning in the class. Now you can be singular or it might be plural also, as I just told you. Now let's come to third person personal pronouns. Third person personal pronouns are used to refer to people who are being talked about, who are separate from you. Right? Like he, she, it, her or him in case of singular, and they or them in case of plural. Like she is a girl. I gave my pencil box to her. He is my friend. I went to the park with him. It is a bottle. They are friends. We are talking to them. Right, children? So these are the examples of first person, second person and third person personal pronouns. Now, let's have a look at an example. I am talking to you about him. Now, the beauty of this sentence is that in a single sentence, we have first person personal pronoun, that is I. Second person personal pronoun, that is you. And third person personal pronoun, that is him. So the girl is referring to herself as I, referring to boy as you. I am talking to you about him. Him is another boy who is being talked about in this sentence. So is the third person personal pronoun. I hope these are clear to you. So time for some practice. So now what you're supposed to do is, I'll give you certain sentences. What you have to do is, you have to underline the pronouns in these sentences. Sheetal, Sid and I are the best of friends. We do everything together. Yes, children, you have to underline the pronouns. Quick. Very good. So the first pronoun that is used in this sentence is I. And which kind of pronoun is it? Very good. First person personal pronoun. Can you find any other pronoun? Yes. We. Again, we is also first person personal pronoun. Next one. The leaves of this tree are big. They are green in color. So, which pronoun is being used in these sentences? Very good. The pronoun is they. And to whom they refer to? Very good. They refer to the leaves. Had we not used the pronoun, the sentence would sound as the leaves of this tree are big. The leaves are green in color. So to avoid the repetition of the word the leaves, we have used the pronoun they. Next one. Mother, please don't scold us. We are very sorry. So, which pronoun? Very good. Us is the pronoun. And we are very sorry. So, us and we are the pronouns that are used in this sentence. In these sentences, in fact. Next one. Isha is a very bright girl. She gets the highest marks in the class. Very easy. Which pronoun is being used here? She. And she refers to Isha. She is being used in place of the word Isha. Next one. Those are Rajan's books. He doesn't want to read them. He doesn't want anyone to read them. Yes. Very good. He is a pronoun. Any other pronoun that you can spot? Very good. Them. Now he is used in place of Rajan. And why have we used them? He doesn't want anyone to read them. Them is used in place of his books. He doesn't want anyone to read his books. So both of them are third person personal pronouns. Next one. I'm afraid of the dark. Please come with me to the attic. Yes, I is a pronoun that is used here. And any other pronoun that you can spot? Me. Very good. And both of these are first person personal pronouns. So that's all for the exercise. Just a recap for you. So what we have learnt in today's session, we have learnt about pronouns and personal pronouns specifically. So that includes first person, second person and third person. In case they are being used in singular. So for first person personal pronouns, singular, we use I and me. Second person, you and you only. Third person, if it is a male, we'll use he and him. If it is female, we'll use she or her. And if it is of a neuter gender, we'll use the pronoun it. So this is about singular. Now in case our noun is plural, for first person we'll use we and us. For second person we'll use you only. In case it is male, female or whatever. And in third person we'll use they or them. Again, if it is of male gender, female gender, or neuter gender. Now children, this summarizes of all what we have learnt. Go through it once again, and I'm sure you have understood it and you'll be able to apply these in the exercises. Okay? That's all for today. Happy learning.